Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown picks and predictions for Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, got to recap the previous day's results. We go 5-5, but we did make some shmoney as we hit a few really good money lines, mostly the Orioles plus 175. That brings our season record to 10 games over 500, 439, and 429. Weird day in the sense that we bet 10 different outcomes, 5 different games. We did not go 2-0 or 0-2 in any specific series. We went 1-1 in all of them. How I did that, I don't know. I will recap these, then we'll get on to the games for tomorrow. So, first one, our winner, Marlins plus 100 on the money line. They beat the Yankees in probably the most boring game of the day. Final score, Marlins 2, Yankees 0. Miami, after making no moves at the trade deadline, they have somewhat kind of killed. They won a series against the Cardinals. They won the first 2 against the Yankees. They're kind of cooking. They're 1 game back of 500 now. The Yankees, it would appear as though they suck. They traded for guys who can't hit. Aaron Judge is still hurt. They're not very good. I think they lost their lead to the Red Sox with the loss tonight. So, not a good day to be a Yankees fan. Next one, we had the over 8.5 runs in the Mets and the Giants game. This was kind of a no-brainer. The Giants started Kai Wei Tang. Don't know. Turns out he's not very good. He went 3 1/3, giving up 4 hits and 5 earned runs. Then the bullpen came in for the Giants. You no longer have your closer. You traded away one of your middle inning guys. They got shelled 12-6. Ever since the Giants traded for Rafi, this team has gone downhill really, really quick. Not sure what they're going to do for the rest of the season, but it appears though the answer is just lose. We then had the biggest hit of the day, Orioles plus 175 on the money line. Cash it. It did not look good for most of the game. They were down 3-0 heading into the top of the 8th inning. Then you get a Jordan Westburg single, followed by a Gunnar Henderson moonshot for his 13th home run of the year, scoring Jordan Westburg and Jackson Holliday. Final score of the game 4-3, despite being out-hit by the Cubs 8-7. In terms of pitching-wise here, Tomoyuki Sagano didn't pitch awful. He went 5 innings, giving up 3 earned. Then for the Cubs, Matt Boyd pitched great, 7 innings, 4 hits, 0 earned with 8 strikeouts. Then the Achilles tendon of the Cubs, their bullpen came in and gave up 4 runs in less than an inning. Not a good day to be a Cubs fan, as they lose. We had the Rangers plus 115 on the money line. For a second there, I thought we were also going to hit the under and sweep, but that did not pan out as the Mariners got 2 in the bottom of the 10th, which made it go into the 11th inning. But the Rangers get it done in the top of the 11th. Wyatt Langford with a single, and then Ezekiel Duran with a single. Rangers, they're not bad. This is going to be a tight AL Central race for the wild card. Don't look now, but my Cleveland Guardians are now just 2 games back of the wild card spot, sitting at 56-54. Guardians are 16-6 in their last 22 games. That is not too shabby. And finally, with the over 8.5 runs in the Cleveland and the Twins game, I was going to take Cleveland money line, but I couldn't do it because they opened as a minus 160 favorite. So I had to take them on the run line. They do not win on the run line. They just win on the money line. Final score 5-4. We had a chance of getting it done. Bottom of the 8th inning. We had guys on second and third, 1 out. We just needed a sac fly. We went strikeout, ground out. Nobody scored. We win by 1. Our losers, we had the over in the Yankees game. That was no bueno. The score was 2-0. The Yankees can't hit a baseball. We had the Giants plus 175. They got absolutely schmacked. Probably shouldn't have taken them plus 175, especially with the Mets throwing Kodai Senga. But I thought it was a semi-decent price. The Giants had won game 1. I was feeling tough. Took the over 8.5 runs in the Cubs game. This misses by a run. Final score in that one 4-3. We had the under 7.5 in the Mariners. This was looking really good for basically the entire game. The score was 2-0 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Then this game goes to the 11th and finishes 6-4, so we're a bit unlucky there with extra innings. Then I already explained the guards minus 1.5. Money line was too much. I laid the run and a half and I got cooked for it. All right, that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, first game, we're going to do it again. The Guardians are the hottest team in the American League. Like I said, 16-6 in their last 22 games. I'm going to take them the run line, -1.5 at +135. Jose Urania, this is his 4th Major League team of the year. The other teams he's pitched on, the Dodgers, the Mets, and I think the Blue Jays when I looked it up. He's only started one game this year. He's got an 0-0 record with a 5.4 ERA. Going up against Joey Cantillo, 2-1 with a 4.14 ERA. If you're just looking at lineups, the Twins have a AAA lineup. Deshaun Kiersey, AAA. Christian Vasquez, not AAA, but he sucks. Mickey Gasper, also horrible. They have a few other guys who they pinch hit for a lot with this lineup. They're just not good. Not only are they not good batting, they're also not good in the field. I watched them make a few mistakes today in the field when they played in Game 2. They're just not very good. The Guardians, we're rolling. We kept Steven Kwan. We called up our first baseman hitting 300 in AAA. He got his first RBI. I don't think he's going to start tomorrow. We probably see Nolan Jones in right field or Daniel Schneemann. We'll see what lineup they actually put out. I would assume Brian Rocchio is in there somewhere. You can probably take out either maybe Arias. Depends what we rock with. There's a lot of combinations we can do. Either way, I like the Guardians on the run line. I like the over 8.5 runs. Next game, this one's interesting. I thoroughly enjoy fading Dylan Cease just because he's 3-10 with a 4.79 ERA. I don't love taking the Cardinals just based on the fact that they have not been good at baseball and would appear as though they have given up on this season. But I'm going to do it here. They're +155 on the money line. I just think Dylan Cease laying close to -200 at home is a bit ridiculous. You could argue with the additions that the Padres made to their bullpen, signing Miller, they picked up a few bats. You now have Ramon Laureano and Ryan O'Hearn in this lineup. You can also add Freddie Fermin. I don't know if Fermin really pushes the needle for me, but Laureano and O'Hearn do. They have a legitimate 1-8 lineup. You cannot fuck around and find out with any of these guys. If you look to the left, you can probably fuck around and find out with 5-9. Newt Barr used to be good. He's awful. Mason Wynn, I just don't think is going to tune out as a prospect. He doesn't hit for power, which he should. Nolan Gorman, again, used to be good. He's now hitting .221. And then the bottom two just aren't even worth mentioning. If you can dodge Donovan, Burleson, and Contreras, then I think you're basically home free. But again, I am not laying -200 with Dylan Cease. Palante was pitching well. He now is 6-7 with a 4.62 ERA. He had been going all right. I'm going to pull up his game log real quick. So his most recent start, he went 7 innings at home versus Miami. He gave up 1 hit and 0 earned. So that was great. His 3 starts before that, though, he got absolutely rocked. Gave up 5 to Colorado, 5 to Arizona, 7 to Washington. I think he bounces back here. I'm not laying 200 with Cease. No chance. Give me the Cardinals. All right, next game we're looking at, it is the Marlins at home again. We're going to take them, +100 on the money line. Also going to rock the over, 8.5 runs. Main reason, 1, the Yankees currently suck at baseball. 2, Luis Gil on the mound. This is making his season debut coming off of an injury. I almost always fade pitchers making their season debut, especially when their team is laying a number to a Miami team who is playing very, very good baseball. Miami, they have won 5 out of their last 6 games. They're cooking. They are cooking with absolute gas. New York, they're doing the exact opposite. They scored 0 runs in Game 2 against the Marlins. They choked a 6-0 lead. Then they choked a 12-10 lead in the bottom of the 9th in Game 1. They swept the Rays, but that's not much to write home about. This team's not playing well currently. Aaron Judge is not in this lineup. They suck. Also, Anthony Volpe, very, very, very bad. Edward Cabrera for the Marlins has been pitching very well recently. His most recent starts, he went 6 innings at Seattle, gave up 1, 5 2/3 at home versus the Padres, gave up 1, did give up 4 to Baltimore, but that was when they entered that homestand where they scored like a bajillion runs. Gave up 2 in 7 innings to Milwaukee. Gave up 0 in 7 innings to Minnesota. So if you look at his last 12 starts, he has given up 3 or more runs just once. 1 in his last 12 has he given up 3 or more. That is absurd. Give me the pitcher pitching well. Give me the team plus 100 with the better lineup. And give me the team who does not have a guy making his season debut laying a number. No thanks. Next game, this is absurd. Charlie Morton is now on the Detroit Tigers. Make that make sense. Give me the Phillies minus 1.5 plus 120 on the run line. Give me the over of 8 runs. The Phillies should be able to absolutely torch Charlie Morton. 7-8 with a 5.42 ERA. Granted, he has been pitching better as of late. That is probably the only reason that he actually got traded to Detroit. But I would like y'all to recall, when was this? I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks into the season. You remember when the Orioles demoted Charlie Morton to their bullpen, and then everyone in their starting rotation got hurt, and they were actually like, Charlie, we need you to come on back out and be a starter again at the age of 41. Charlie's recent game log, not horrible, not great. He gave up 3 runs to Toronto, 3 to Cleveland, 7 to Tampa Bay, 1 to New York. It's just not looking hot. This Phillies team, lineup-wise, didn't really change much in terms of picking up guys that are good with the bat. You got Harrison Bader from the Twins. Do I really think that's that good? No. Other than that, you got a bullpen guy from the Twins as well, who's kind of the god. But you have Christopher Sanchez on the mound. He's 9-3 with a 2.55 ERA. If a guy named Paul Skeens didn't exist, he'd probably be winning the Cy Young. He still could. I think Paul Skeens is like minus 170, minus 180. And then Sanchez is like plus 200 right now for current odds. Both a good start here, based on the fact that Skeens kind of got torched today. He might be able to jump in front. So give me Christopher Sanchez, 9-3, 2.55 ERA, at home, on the run line. Let's go. Final game, I'm taking another run line. I am taking 3 run lines today. Surely, this can't go poorly. Give me the Rangers, minus 1.5 at plus 125. Give me the over, 7.5 runs. This time, it would appear as though they actually do have Jacob deGrom pitching, 10-3, 2.55 ERA. Going up against Logan Evans, probably the worst arm in the Seattle rotation, 4-4 with a 4.22 ERA. Rangers, they won game 2 of this series. Oh, sorry, this is a 4-game series. I forgot. So this is to tie. They lost the first 2 games, 6-0, 4-3. They won the 3rd game, 6-4. It would appear as though their bats have actually started to wake up. They've scored, 9 runs in their last 18 innings. It's not bad. The main angle here, though, is just Jacob deGrom. He's a beast. 10-3, 2.55 ERA. So far this year, 123 innings pitched, 130 strikeouts, 26 walks, 16 home runs given up. His most recent starts were all really good until his very most recent, where he went just 5 innings, giving up 7 hits and 5 earned to the Angels. I'm going to count that as a blip. His previous starts, he had not given up 4 or more runs in any of his previous starts this season. Give me Jacob deGrom. Give me the Rangers on a run line. Give me the over, 7.5 runs. All right, that's going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Hopefully, we have another solid day in baseball. Peace.